Welcome back to Big Discussions 76 Sports. My name is Dr. Anwar Youssef Dunbar. If you see fit, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to support the channel in the ways that I've described in my content, that information is below in the description box. Well, I just wanted to make a short reaction video to the Michigan Wolverines 31-10 victory over the Indiana Hoosiers down in Bloomington. Today I actually went to go watch the game at a sports bar, Buckeye Alex. Those of you who have watched this channel, you know who Buckeye Alex is. He was in town, so I went to scoop him up, and we went to a sports bar in Arlington, Virginia. Buffalo Wild Wings was just doing takeout, so we couldn't stay there, but fortunately there was another sports bar up the street, so we walked over there. And so I missed kickoff, and when I walked in, the score was tied, and that first half wasn't pretty. So I think at that point when I walked in, the score was 10-10, and from what I saw, neither team was able to get much done, and then we had the two blocked or tipped field goals going into halftime. At halftime, the score was 10-10, and then Michigan pulled away in the second half. So for the most part, the way the game looked to me, it looked like Indiana was prepared for our running attack, and they were able to move the ball themselves on our defense in the first half. The linebacking core and their eye discipline has gotten quite a bit of criticism in these YouTube spaces, and I think that is the weak point of our defense. So Indiana was able to move the ball successfully in that first half. In the second half, the Wolverines' defense basically shut the Hoosiers' offense down, and then the Wolverines were able to gradually wear their defense down and pull away with the passing attack and with the ground game. I'm going to read over some of the stats here. J.J. McCarthy went 28 for 36 for 304 yards and 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. That 1 interception looked like he was trying to get the ball. It was to Ronnie Bell in the end zone. Ronnie Bell was double covered, and the defensive back tipped the ball, so J.J. didn't throw to a defensive back by misreading the defense. He was just trying to get the ball in there, and the defensive back tipped it, and the other defensive back caught it. So Blake Corum carried the ball 25 times for 124 yards and 1 touchdown. His longest run was 50 yards. Ronnie Bell caught 11 balls for 121 yards, and he caught 1 touchdown, or he scored 1 touchdown. Cornelius Johnson caught 4 balls for 58 yards, and he scored 2 touchdowns. Over on the defensive side of the ball, there were numerous sacks. Michael Barrett, Junior Colson, Eyobi Oki, Jalen Harrell, Braden McGregor, Mike Morris, Derek Moore, they all logged sacks. Rod Moore intercepted the ball once, so JJ had an interception, and Indiana's quarterback Connor Bazelak, he threw a pick as well. In terms of total yards, Michigan generated 469 total yards. Indiana generated 222. Michigan generated 304 passing yards, and Indiana generated 203. And Michigan ran the ball for 165 yards, and Indiana ran the ball for 19 yards. So I think that was in large part the difference in terms of comparing their both teams' offensive production. In terms of the time of possession, Michigan held the ball for 37 minutes and 53 seconds, and Indiana held the ball for 22 minutes and 7 seconds. And I think that time of possession, once again, that could be attributed to the differences in the yardage on the ground. I think, going forward, in terms of the offense, once again, we're going to need more deep shots down the field against a more skilled opponent, against a stronger opponent like the one we're going to face next week. Our offense is going to have to produce. We know JJ is comfortable going to Luke Schoonmaker underneath, but we're going to need some deep shots against opponents like Penn State. I want to give a salute to our defense and our defensive line for their performance in the second half. I think that they really came out and slammed the door shut on Indiana. So I wanted to say one more thing about the penalty yardage. I think that's another indicator of how the game went for our team at times. Michigan had 10 penalties for 85 yards. They were able to escape with the win today with that penalty yardage, but that could be a little more costly against a Penn State or an Ohio State. So with me getting to the game late, I did not see the situation that happened with Coach Mike Hart. I'm hearing that it was seizures. I did watch some of Coach Harbaugh's post-game press conference, and it sounds like he's staying in Bloomington while the rest of the team goes back. So my thoughts and prayers go to Coach Hart, the team, and his family. So let me know what you all think below about today's game. It wasn't a pretty win. I don't think JJ had thrown an interception up to this point. So it's still early in the season, so it's good for him to have done that and to feel the sting of throwing the pick early on, as opposed to down in the horseshoe in Columbus. I want to acknowledge the team. There were some gutsy plays out there. I thought the Luke Schoonmaker catch was gonna. I thought that they were gonna call it an incompletion, but fortunately they reviewed it and they ruled it a completion, and they kept that. That kept that drive alive. But in any case, let me know what you think in the comments section below. It sounds like there's still some things, and it looks like there's still some things that the offensive coaching staff has to work out in terms of properly using the running game and properly using the play action pass to counter what the defense is doing. It looks at times that our offense is still a little bit too predictable. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Once again, if you want to support the channel in ways that I've described in my content up to this point, that information is below in the description box. And with that, I will end this by saying go blue. And as always, remember that your attitude determines your altitude. Take care, and I will talk to you the next time. Bye-bye.